So I'm sitting here in my garage, getting ready to have my morning cigar and coffee after the gym. And I want to do a quick video about Tesamorelin. I've been hit up a lot lately about that particular peptide. But before I say anything, I just want to say I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is purely for educational and informational purposes only. Not a doctor. Just I'm just a researcher like everybody else who has done a lot of research. I've been using peptides personally for about 15 plus years. They are not something new. They have been around forever. So I just, despite what the Insta bros and TikTok chicks tell you, peptides are not new. They've been around forever. But I want to talk about Tesamorelin. I got a lot of questions about that. I think people don't understand quite what it's for. It is primarily a GH pulsar, which means it stimulates your pituitary gland to produce more growth hormone. And as we age, we produce less and less growth hormone. And I believe testosterone and growth hormone are the elixir of the gods if used appropriately. So, one of the things that is unique about Tesamorelin compared to other GH pulsars like Sermorelin, CJC 1295, Ipamorelin, and the CJC 1295 Ipamorelin blend is that Tesamorelin also targets visceral fat. And that is one of the reasons why people always ask me about it, is they want to target that additional fat. And visceral fat is horrible for you. Visceral fat is different from regular body fat. If you can see it, touch it, pinch it, that's regular body fat. You can't see, touch, or pinch visceral fat. Visceral fat is way more dangerous for you and your health than regular body fat. But Tesamorelin isn't for everyone to use for a few reasons. If you can pinch like this much body fat, maybe Tesamorelin is, you're a candidate to use Tesamorelin. If you can pinch a lot of body fat, you're probably not a candidate for Tesamorelin. I'll talk about who I think is a candidate for Tesamorelin here in a minute. If you can pinch a lot of body fat, you should work on losing that body fat first. And when you do that, you will also lose some of your visceral fat. Retatrutide is a great peptide to use for losing that body fat. So who is a candidate for Tesamorelin? I believe if somebody has a lot of visceral fat to a point where their doctor is worried about their health, and I don't mean like, hey, here's a pill, take this pill, but I mean actually worried like, hey dude, in 6 months if you don't make any changes, you're going to end up in the hospital. That is a candidate. Somebody who's getting ready to step onto the bodybuilding stage, that is also a candidate. That Tesamorelin will help you eviscerate the last of the visceral fat. But you need to understand that a lot of these bodybuilders that are getting ready to step on stage, and that includes all the Insta bros and TikTok chicks that you see that are in like super phenomenal shape, they're not that way year round. They know, a bodybuilder knows what day he's going to step on, or she is going to step on stage. An actor knows what day the scene is going to be shot where they have to take off their shirt. So they prepare weeks ahead of time, working with dietitian, nutritionist, probably a personal chef, and a fitness trainer to get their body ready for that specific day. So you see these people on social media that look phenomenal, but they've been training for 2 or 3 weeks just to take that video and, say, hey, if I can do this, you can do this. They don't walk around like that all the time. Third candidate is somebody who maybe got a beach vacation coming up and you just want to look, you've lost most of your body fat. You just want to look good on the beach. Fourth candidate is just, personal choice. But there's a couple things about Tesamorelin that people really need to think about before they do it. Number one, it's expensive. It's usually 8 weeks on, 4 weeks off. And to run it 8 weeks, you're talking about 1 to 2 milligrams a day. That's like 8+ vials of 10 milligrams. That can run upwards of $600 to $800 or more for 8 weeks, depending on what you buy. Um, I always get asked, why don't you carry, or why do you only carry 10 milligram vials? Because here's another little secret about Tesamorelin. It loses potency 8 days after reconstitution. Most peptides will not lose potency until 70, 75 days, possibly 90 days after you reconstitute them. Tesamorelin loses potency after 8 days, which is why I only carry 10 milligram vials. If you buy a 20 milligram vial, halfway through it, it's losing its potency, so you're just wasting a ton of money. Another thing is Tesamorelin is one of the few peptides that does not need to be refrigerated after you reconstitute it. And if you refrigerate it, it starts to lose potency. A lot of people won't tell you this. They just want to sell you something. Speaking of buying something, if you want to support me, that's great. meridianpeptides.com. Go fill out the form. I'll send you a list of what I carry along with the pricing and a little free peptide guide. If you don't want to buy from me, that's great. If you support me, I appreciate it. If you want to buy from somewhere else, that's great too. I'm just here to provide information and make sure that people live the best life possible. I think a preacher is here for your soul. I'm here to make sure and help you make sure that your temple of the soul is in the best shape possible. Let's see, what else? Tesamorelin. I think that's about it. Alternatives. Some alternatives to consider. CJC 1295 No DAC with Ipamorelin blend is a great alternative. It's a stronger GH pulsar, and anytime you increase your growth hormone, you are going to be experiencing fat loss. It doesn't really necessarily target visceral, but it does hit visceral and all fat. It's a stronger pulsar, so same size vial will last you 2 to 3 weeks rather than just 1 week. HGH, human growth hormone, in its purest form. Tesamorelin is just about as expensive as HGH. If I had to choose between Tesamorelin and HGH, I would take HGH over Tesamorelin all day long. Run it in small daily doses. HGH, like I said, I believe is one of the elixir of the gods. So that's it. If you guys have any questions about Tesamorelin, comments, feel free to reach out. meridianpeptides.com. Thank you.